Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and everyone, especially those on the other side of the world. There is no time and space between us. There is only this present moment, and we are one. Today, we'll read on diary entry number 1013. During prayer today, my soul was overcome with such a strong desire to begin the work that I could not restrain my enthusiasm. Oh, how ardently I desire that the souls in this congregation present themselves before the throne of God and continuously implore His incomprehensible mercy on behalf of the whole world, praising and glorifying this unfathomable mercy of God. A mysterious force is driving me to action. Habang nananalangin kanina, ang aking kaluluwa ay dinaig ng matinding pagnanais na simulan ang gawain. Anumpat hindi ko napigilan ang aking sigasig. O anong rubdob ng aking pagnanais na ang mga kaluluwa sa kongregasyong ito ay harap ang kanilang mga sarili sa trono ng Diyos at patuloy na magsumamo sa kanyang di maarok na awa. Sa ngalan ng buong mundo, na pinupuri at nilululhati ang hindi maarok na awa ng Diyos. Isang mahiwagang puwersa ang nagtutulak sa akin para gawin ito. We usually feel like sometimes, whenever we would like to do something, we feel the urge to do it right away. Ako po, pag halimbawa, may maisip ako, sasuggest ko. Kaya sabi nila sa akin, maisipan naman ni ate, lola, tawag nila sa akin, maisipan naman ng lola. So when I think of something, and I think that there is an immediate need to do it, I do it. That's why sometimes, because of the haste, talagang sometimes, I would be bypassing authorities. Protocols actually, not bypassing the authority. Protocols. Kasi syempre dapat may ipagpaalam. For example, papaalam kay father, ganito. Minsan, because I see the need to immediately do it, even without the permission, sometimes I would do. But minsan, hindi naman siya talaga intentionally na hindi ka magpaalam or hindi ka magsabi. It's not an intentional thing. Talaga lang na I see the need to do things. There are things naman you do not have to ask for permission. Halimbawa, you would like to help someone. Hindi ka na nakakapag hindi mo na kailangan pa magpaalam. You want to help someone. That person is in need. Tumulong ka lang. Ka na mag-intay. Papaalam ka pa ba sa nanay mo, natutulungan mo yung tao na yun kasi ganyan, ganito, no? If the person immediately needs help, right away you have to move. The same with responding to calamities. You see the need to help these people. You go there. Do something. Baka kasi by the time na tumulong ka, wala na. Ay, kumbaga, sabi doon sa Tagalog na kasabihan, aanin mo pa anda mo kung patay na yung kabayo. So, ibig lang sabihin nito, you were too late. You were seeking for things first to happen before you help. Kaiintay mo ng kaiintay na tapos na wala na, hindi na kailangan yung tulong mo. So, when there are things that has to be done immediately, we do that immediately. At ang casing point ko ngayong mga emergency work. In the humanitarian work, for the next 24 hours, when something came out that needs emergency assistance sa humanitarian work na po, within the next 24 hours, they are supposed, the personnel who are involved, they are supposed to do something else. Halimbawa, if it's an international humanitarian organization, may mga staff yan. Within the next 24 hours, ticket has to be paid, has to be purchased. Parang daling ka doon sa ambang bansa yun, ano? You are, yung mga world international group, no? Immediately yan, magpapadala yan ng tao. Immediately, the fund will be released. Magkano man yan, no? Hindi yan kailangan ng mga protocol pa na iintayin mo. Immediate yan, eh, no? So, nasa ano yan, no? Nasa guidelines nila yan. Kaya if you're a family person, di mo pwedeng sabihin, ops, teka muna, magpapaalam ko sa ganito ko, ganyan, no? Talagang, you have to pack, no? Kailangan mag-impake. Dahil may flight ka, kailangan pumunta sa Pilipinas, sumabog yung vulkan, or gano'n, no? Or bumaha, bumagyo, lumindol. Kung ano man yan, no? Punta agad yan. Because there is an immediate need. Ganun din ang mga bombero, di ba? Pag may sunog, di pwedeng natutulog ka, di ba? Halimbawa, nagkasunog, natutulog ka. Fire alarm. You have to wake up. You have to immediately, no, yung lahat ng sampa agad, no? Baba ka sa barracks mo, sampa ka dun sa truck. And, yun, punta ka dun sa site ng sunog. So, hindi pwedeng, teka, maliligo muna ako. Teka, tatawag muna ako sa wala. Kaya dun sa mga aksidente, there's an alarm, tumawag, may aksidente dito. Immediately, kailangan mo sumakay dun sa kotse o kung ano man yan. Punta ka doon sa emergency. And rescue whatever or whoever needs to be rescued. That is for the emergency work. Sa totoo lang tayo, lahat dapat naka-emergency, standby. Because anything can happen. Pwedeng bukas makalawa or mamaya, no? Hindi na tayo makapag 3 a.m. One of us may be leaving already. So, baka huling 3 a.m. na to, no? I mean, we really could not say when the time will come. Hindi yung pa nagagawa yung kailangan mong gawin. So, paano yun? So, dapat lagi tayo nasa emergency mode. We're always ready to do the things that we need to do. Paggising mo pa lang sa umaga, bawa 3 a.m., ha? So, you wake up earlier. Nasa prayer mode na tayo. Ako minsan, siyempre, pag puyat ka, mga 1 oras pa lang natutulog. Mga 1 minuto lang tumutunog yung alarm, hindi pa ako nakakabangon. Deeply, pa rin tulog na tulog pa din. But, kailangan bumangon. Otherwise, people will be waiting. After this, anong gagawin pa rin natin? When we set the tone at 3 o'clock in the morning, for the whole day, ready ka na. Na-set mo na yung tone na you have already prayed, you already do something. So, ito yung parang si Faustina na immediately may mga call to action na. So, dapat na-trigger na yung ating interest, na-trigger na yung ating Na-push na tayo ba? Tinutulak na tayo to do something else. How inspired are we every morning when we wake up at 3 o'clock to pray for people and then for the rest of the hours hanggang matulog ulit tayo na anong gagawin natin? How inspired are we every day? Because every day is a day closer and closer to the end. Parang wala kang dapat sinasayang na oras. But at the same time, huwag naman yung laging parang ganito lang yung gagawin mo na lang, no? You still have to recharge, to retreat, no? Para mag-ipon ka uli ng panibagong lakas. Otherwise, magbe-burn out tayo, no? Magsasawa tayo. Kailangan meron ka rin ginagawa to balance everything. Hindi mo pwedeng lagi na lang on the go and you are leaving behind so many things that are also important. So, parang sasabi lang, let us be inspired, but then, we also need to recharge, to retreat. Ngayong Adbyento is, we are in the waiting mode, no? Naghihintay tayo sa pagdating ng ating Panginoon. So, parang walang action, no? But actually, habang naghihintay tayo, meron tayong dapat gawin. We cannot just sit down and wait, no? Parang, teka, hinihintay ko pagdating ni Lord, eh. Dasal-dasal lang ko. We still have to take action. Kasi at the end of our life, itatanong niya sana, what have you done? Yung itatanong sa atin ng Panginoon, what have you done? Ano ipe-present mo? Anong isusulit, no? Susulit natin sa Panginoon. Baka wala pa tayong may sulit. Baka makita natin lahat ng mga pagkakamit, pagkukulang natin. And what is expected of us, hindi natin mabigay, hindi natin maipaliwanag, hindi natin masabi, hindi natin mai-report. I-reporting time na. So think about all the things that you have done in your life. Yung bang purpose mo, nagawa mo? Sabagay, sa totoo lang, hindi naman magtatapos ang bagay. Tayo magwawakas kung hindi naman na-fulfill yung ating mission. Nagawa. Iba-iba naman ang level ng mission natin, purpose natin sa buhay. But for those who are spiritually awoke, mga gising na, mga kaluluwa at alam ang kailangan gawin. Katulad natin, we know what to do. Hindi tayo katulad ng mga nandun sa mga squatter area, yung mga nasa laylayan ng libing. Hindi tayo ganun kasi sila, iniisip nila yung mga bagay na pansamantala, temporary. Iniisip nila kung paano sila kakain for the day. Iniisip nila kung ano magiging trabaho nila. Sinawalan sila ng trabaho. Yung mga iniisip nila eh. We've done through that. Alam na natin at binibigyan na natin ating sarili sa Panginoon. That's why hindi na natin wino-worry kung ano pa yung kakainin natin mamaya because we know that the Lord has already provided us, prepared us everything. At ang gagawin na lang natin ay sumunod sa Kanya. So yun na yung purpose natin. Hindi na yung purpose natin ay katulad nila na maghanap buhay pa. So how prepared are we for the things that are expected of us? Again, whenever we pray every morning, whenever we do this thing that we do every 3 o'clock in the morning, paghahanda ito para sa buong araw. Paghahanda ito sa kung ano man ang kailangan nating gawin. Ngayon, kung nakapagdasal tayo, tapos may mga dumating na mga bagay na kailangan nating gawin for the day, tapos natutulog lang tayo or pahipahinga lang tayo, rest mode pa rin tayo, wala, hindi natin nagawa ang bagay. So, again, may Faustina remind us that we need to do many things. Maraming bagay na kailangan tayong gawin. Marami naghihintay sa atin. The time is always now. Maraming mga kaluluwa ang nangangailangang maligtas. Pero gaano tayo kamulat sa ating sarili para gawin ang ating bahagi, ang ating papel sa gawain ito. May we all be inspired to take action. And the time to take action is now.